Niklaus. Niklaus! Niklaus. Niklaus.
So, we're in a new location. I'm in my room today because I was just feeling it. I was like, you know what? My little backdrop is nice, simple, less distracting than my other one, and we're doing a little bit of a different video, so why not? If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Tori, and this is a different kind of video than I normally do. I mean, I still kind of do a lot of different things, but I had done a Vampire Diaries inspired baby names a while ago, and as promised, now we are doing the originals inspired baby names. So stay tuned for, I have a small list of boys names because I'm not really a fan of most of the boys names, but then I have a good handful of girls names, so let's do this. So I actually was originally going to skip this video just because I got distracted with a bunch of other things and never ended up getting to it. But I have to because my little boy's, sweet boy's name is Elijah. So that is our first name on our list today. Elijah is one of my absolute favorite characters. Such a noble, loyal brother and dude and like everything. He's just, and handsome. Handsome. So Elijah means the Lord is my God, and for a Christian woman, like, that is such a deep, meaningful name, and I just absolutely adore it. It's also very connected to nobility and stuff like that. But our next name is Niklaus, or Klaus. I absolutely adore and love the name Niklaus. Klaus is kind of okay with me. You gotta like really risk it because it sounds like Claus, like Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho.
But, if you really like the name Niklaus, I think it's adorable. I think if you go with the nickname Nick, it's different than Nicholas, you know what I mean? So that means victory of the people, which was honestly perfect for that character. So our next boy's name, you might not remember this character existed. I kind of forgot he existed because he's in the very last seasons of the originals, or even last season. Yeah, just the last season. And that is Declan. I think the name Declan is adorable for a kid, for an adult, like whatever, everything in between. I just think it is such a nice name. It can be a businessman, it can be a cool, chill name, you know what I mean? Declan. It means man of prayer. So a lot of these names are actually very, very biblical, very honorable names. They just have real intense, awesome meanings. The next one I have is Jackson, which you could also spell it. So Jackson in the originals spells it Jackson, but you could spell it Jackson, like with an X or double X, and go with the nickname Jax, which I think is so adorable, and I absolutely love that name. But up to you. That is whether you want to go for it or not. And then I do have one more boy's name for you, and that is Cole, one of the other Michelson brothers. Cole actually means dark, which is super interesting. I just feel like Cole wasn't really the darkest of the brothers. Obviously Klaus was, but his name means dark. So it's kind of a mysterious name there, and Cole spelled with a K I think is so much more unique than Cole like C-O-L-E. But I mean, whatever one you go with, you're gonna love it. So that concludes our boy names. So on to our girl names. The first one I have is Freya. I absolutely adore this name. I think it is super adorable for a little girl, or a strong, powerful one for a woman, and it actually means a noble woman. So I think that that's awesome and empowering, and just, it's a beautiful name, and it's super unique too. So Freya, absolutely adore. The next one I have is Sabine, which actually has a little bit of a strange meaning. It's Sabine woman. So it's, I guess it's a tribe that lived in ancient Italy, the Sabines. So the naming, The meaning doesn't have much behind it, but I just think it's gentle, it's nice, and Sabine is just pretty. I don't really know what nicknames you would use for that, but if you have any suggestions, leave a comment down below, because I think the name Sabine is awesome, beautiful, unique, awesome, like just love it. And here we go, my fave girl, Haley. The meaning is hay meadow. So I mean, again, not much for the meaning, but it is a very naturalistic kind of name if you like those kind of meanings in your names. But I mean, if you're gonna name someone after someone, Haley is the bomb. Yeah, she's a little bit sassy to begin with, but she is so intense and powerful, and she's a queen. She's honestly a queen. So moving on, my next name is Dalia, which, yeah, one of my least favorite characters. Can't stand her. But the name Dalia is so pretty. It's after a flower, so it literally means flower. It means the dahlia flower. But it's just so beautiful, and like, you could call her Dolly, you could call her Leah, whatever it may be. I just think it's an absolutely adorable, precious, beautiful name. So you really can't go wrong with Dalia. Except if you're really obsessed with the Vampire Diaries and the originals, and everybody's gonna know where you got the name from. You chose her name off of like one of the evil people. What? I mean, who cares where you get the name from, as long as you like the name. But on to the next one, Diona. It means beloved or cherished, which I think is so adorable. And when you're thinking about your little child, they're beloved, they're cherished. You cherish them so much. That's why you put so much thought into what you name them what name you're giving them for the rest of their life. So I just think Diona is super cute, and a sweet name, and after a powerful character. But besides that, it's sweet. It's obviously something that means something strong. It creates that strong connection, is what I'm trying to say. On to the next one. Genevieve. This one I love so much. You could go with Jenny, you could go with Vivi, whatever, for a nickname, but Genevieve is such an intense name. It's so unique. It's French. It means family woman or woman of the people, and I love it. I just think Genevieve is so, it's not super unique. It's a pretty popular name, but it's not. How many Genevieves do you actually know? So it's one of those names that is so beautiful, and when you think of Genevieve, you think of these not delicate, but you know what I mean? It's a beautiful name. It just stands on its own. I don't know. I could just be going in circles, but I just think it's absolutely adorable. And then one last name, finishing up with another Michelson, Rebecca. I actually really enjoy the way that Rebecca spells her name with a K, that old, from the old Viking years, I think it goes back to biblical times. It's more biblical spelling, and it means to bind or tie. So, I mean, again, meaning is whatever you think into bind or tie, but it creates that, and again, connection. And honestly, if you're a big fan, again, you could just, when you have to scold your toddler, you could just yell Rebecca just like Klaus does. So it might be fun for you. But yeah, that is my last girl's name. So that is my list of names. I think that these are all beautiful, awesome names. If you are struggling with naming your child, I wish you the best of luck. It took me and my husband forever to decide on a boy's name. We got a girl's name relatively quickly, but the boy's name, of course, took us forever to decide. And then right after we were like, okay, this is the boy's name, if we're having a boy, we found out it was boy. So worked out perfectly that way. But yeah, so thank you for joining my channel. If you like this video, and if you want to see more, I don't really have too many more baby name list ideas to give you, but if you want to see more, leave a comment down below. Let me know. Hit that thumbs up button. Let me know if you like this video. And I will see you for the next one.